also in the other forum. And that has not diminished. It has diminished in the views of some who are more for diesel than substance. In the end, I'm not worried about that because in the end, the substance will pull through. And so now that I've had a direct encounter with the system through Comelec, I think that's going to actually make this more personal. Yeah, because now they're trying to suppress something. Now I feel I'm no longer defending not just myself. I'm defending a whole new possibility in the future of this country.
Yeah, I was thinking.
And so this is for me quite important. So, okay, I think we have 5 minutes left.
Oh, you have an appointment or so.
Yes. 5 minutes for pictures. Okay.
Do we have questions from our
Kayo? Ay,
from our
naku, nang hurt ko.
viewers?
I have a question.
Dami pala dito.
Actually, we all talk about
So you're actually, this is on streaming right now.
No, I couldn't turn it on, but they're live in the Flirt in Twitter.
Yeah, because we talk about
yeah.
politics, about social issues, about nearly everything. One of the things, first of all, interested in a candidate is what type of books do you read?
Oh yeah, these are the kinds of books probably that most Filipinos will not read. I'm reading about brain science. I'm reading about astrophysics. I'm reading about... Not really, because I gave a talk on brain science a few weeks ago, December 12.
So you're a scientist.
I have a scientific background.
Yes.
But I also read this book about the Black Swan by Taleb. It's a book of social science. And the Black Swan is about how most of history is created by impossible events. I like that book because it resonates with me, because I've written an article in my website on the science of the impossible. And then after that, I read his book. It's a whole book on the same topic. And I really strongly suggest that you have a copy and see what is available.
The Science of Impossible.
And the Science of Impossible is my blog,
Okay.
but the book is Black Swan
Black Swan.
by Taleb, T-A-L-E-B. It's available in a national bookstore. And it's a book on how basically we should ignore all kinds of experts, including survey experts, because none of them can actually predict the future. This is the illusion, that they can predict the future. All the massive financial collapses in Asia and in the world were not predicted by experts. So he's showing example after example how the experts really got it wrong. And that's why I don't rely on survey experts, also political analyst experts who are always thinking from the past
You can hold it.
and have no understanding of how the new can unfold.
See, why Black Swan?
Yeah, perfect question. Because before the Black Swan was discovered in Australia, for hundreds of years, people believed that the swan was only colored white. The swan was only colored white. So for hundreds of years, they believed that the swan was white. And then one day, the black swan appeared. We found it in Australia. So they will say, you know, traditional new candidates who don't have political party machinery can never win. There's been no candidate without a party that has won the presidential elections. Well, the long black swan, right? Because the past has always been in a certain way, it doesn't mean that the future has to always be like the past. That's why there's always the possibility of something new emerging, something that the present will consider impossible. But that's how history is always created. The fall of the Soviet Union was a black swan event. Obama election is a black swan event. The 9/11 is a black swan event. I mean, you can go on and on, cite all of this. The global economic financial crisis is a black swan event. The collapse of the Asian financial crisis is a black swan event. Yun ang libro. One of the books that I read a lot also, I go back to it time and time again. The best Filipino book for me, one of the best in the last 50 years, is Passion and Revolution by Ileto, published by Ateneo de Manila Press. It's about the spiritual origins of the Philippine Revolution in 1896. Because in a sense, part of my own conscious intent is to finish the unfinished revolution of 1896. You know, can you imagine, already the quarrel between traditional elite politics already erupted at the time.
Yeah.
That's why Katipuneros were distinguishing between Ningning and Liwanag. Ningning will be equivalent to glitter, to the sisal the Filipinos are looking for, while Liwanag is true depth, true substance, true possibilities. Ito yun. So, we need to bring in a politics of Liwanag, not Ningning. We need to do away with all the glitter that doesn't lead this country anywhere. Sino pa yan? Okay? Sige. Ano yun?
Ano, sir? Vlog watch?
Hindi, vlog watch.
Okay, good. Your vote counts.
Yeah. But Marcellus, one last
We still
question.
have 2 minutes.
Sige, okay. I really have done a bit to go. By the way, what's your name again?
Julian Saliga.
Junet? Judy?
Junet, J-U-N-E-D.
Can I get
J- Yan mga cards. And
Yeah.
Rochelle, no? Carlo. Of course, Dean.
Deal.